Both of them.
Ellen Sirleaf, she was inducted in 2000, or inaugurated in 2006 as the first female president in Africa of Liberia. And she won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2011 afterwards.
That's a lot about her.
Trivia.
All right, another question. Next question. Yeah, you guys know that. Okay, this is a tough one. This is a tough one, a very tough one. Please, let me finish with the question, okay? Okay. Cameroon didn't go to the last African World Cup of Nations. So, because of that, who won the African Cup of Nations?
You just opened the question if I talked about like
Yeah, Cameroon didn't go to the African Cup of Nations. So, who won it? Any volunteer? Ah. Hey, don't ask your dad, okay? Please, Dad, keep quiet. Yeah, what is the answer? All right, Nigeria won the last World Cup of African Cup of Nations. Oh man, we have a lot of Nigeria. Nigeria, make some noise! Is everyone Nigerian tonight? All right, thank you, Nigeria. Our next performer, I believe they are ready. I believe they are ready. So, Mr. Odima is going to teach you guys a nice little African song. We want each one to learn the song. It's a beautiful and short song. Is Mr. Odima ready? Right, he's over there. Yeah, come on stage. Come and teach us that little beautiful song. Are you ready? It disappeared?
He went another way around to the backstage.
Yeah. Alright, I think he's coming. Where is he at? I think he went from Kenya. He just took the flight. Can you call him?
Sorry. Okay, so instead of that, we're going to start with a Central African dance by 5 lovely ladies from different countries who have prepared another African dance for you.
All right. So, just a little tweak on the program. We're going to go with a beautiful dance from a combination of beautiful African ladies.
Dance to the boom and to the beat. I suppose I wouldn't see you uniform, one on traffic, I tell you, say I'm the conqueror. You can see that my wife and the wonder.
I'm sure they can hear it.
Are you all hearing music in the back? Did you hear it?
Do you like the music?
Okay, well you asked me a question, so now I'm going to ask you a question about a story of how you came to University of Arkansas. I know, you know which one I'm thinking of, about your visa. You told me a funny story once, and so now you have to share it.
Okay, you want to know how I got a visa to come to
I
America?
want to know how you came to America.
All right, let me tell you. So I have a little story for you guys. Are you guys ready to hear my story? Yeah! All right. So when I wanted to come to America, you know, in my country, when you go to the embassy to get the visa, before getting the visa, you need to know about the history of America. So you need to be prepared, because they will ask you questions about the history of America. So I went to the embassy, I was very prepared. So when I got there, they usually put us 3 students, you know, and they ask us questions together. So I was the last one, I had my friend, and I had the first one. So the officer at the embassy, he came and said, he asked the first one, do you know about America? He said yes. So he asked him, what happened on August 6, 1945? He started thinking and he said, the United States dropped a bomb on Hiroshima. The officer said, good, you have the visa. So the second one now, he asked him, how many people died, you know, due to that bomb? The guy told him, about 160,000 people. The officer said, yes, you have your visa. Now it was my turn. You know what he asked me? He asked me, okay, Danilo, give me the name of everyone who died that day. And the address. I was like, are you kidding me? He was asking in English, so I thought maybe I didn't understand. I asked him, can you repeat in French? He said the same thing. I just hold my head and went home. So that's how the first time I didn't get the visa. I had to go there a second time before getting my visa. So that's why I came here in 2008 instead of 2007.
That's not how you came here.
This is true.
I'm joking.
This is a true story.
That is a true story.
Kind of. Kind of true.
Oh gosh, we've got to move this on. We need a different type of story. I think we need a real story.
Yeah, we need a real story now. Do you have a story for us?
No, I think we have a sketch. Actually, they're going to tell us a story.
All right. So the next part of the show is something really cultural. We have put up a play, and we would like to share with you guys about initiation in Gabon. Gabon is this little country located in the center of Africa, and initiation in that country is a little tricky. So we have put up a little nice play just to share with you guys about the culture of that country. So please pay attention to this.
Hello. Okay, everyone. So today we're going to be presenting an initiation ritual from Gabon. So the main part of that song actually it's about taking Iboga. Iboga is actually conceived with Ibogaine, which is really a strong psychoactive agent, and people use it, for example, in Western countries for addictive, to cure addictive, like with heroin and stuff like that. In Gabon, they use it to cure people, and they do that at the shaman place, and the shaman in that circumstance actually called the Ganga. So here, what we're going to be presenting is actually 2 people. Their family actually are bringing them to the Ganga because they're really, really sick. They've been everywhere, like in Gabon, they've been in Europe, in all the hospitals and even the US. and nobody was able to kill them. So as a final result, even though they're really Christian, they decided to go to the Ganga to actually kill the people. So as you see here, you have the people, like the parents going to the Ganga and asking him to actually please kill the kids. So now it's like it's negotiation, they're negotiating, and the Ganga is actually saying what he can see and what he can do for them. So there is a lot of crying, there is a lot of like begging because there's nothing else to do now. I mean, the doctors, they've seen everybody and like only the Ganga can help them now. Okay, so it's negotiation, so it's asking for money, asking for gifts. But the gifts actually are not for the Ganga itself. The gifts are for the spirit who actually possess the Ganga. So it's not for him. So once the Ganga actually agreed to take the case, they actually go back to the village because the Ganga doesn't live in the village. So they go back to the village, and now the Ganga can actually go to the forest to take the route. And the route selection is really, really complicated because he has to take the more mature one. He has to ask the route, can I take you? And the root has to say yes. And the spirit also, his spirit has to agree that he can take that particular route. So it's a very, very meticulous and complicated process. You don't just go there and take the route. You cannot take any particular route. You have to take that particular one. So once the Ganga actually has taken the route, it goes back to his tent and starts to build the route. So, and in the village, they're just waiting for the Ganga to return. So the Ganga is actually telling some incantation to get the Iboga ready. And once the Iboga is ready, so he goes back to his assistant and they take the patient to the river to actually clean them and before starting the process. So they go to the river, they clean themselves.
Okay, now my son, you have to tell me if you already killed somebody or stole. Come on, tell me the truth.
I killed a man. I killed a man. I killed a man. I'm so sorry. I stole my
Okay, the confession part here are really, really critical because they need to say everything majorly bad that they did in the past to be able to get cured. If they don't tell, if they actually lie or they don't tell the whole truth, they can actually gonna get stuck in that particular overstate when they're gonna go after taking the Iboga. So it's really, really critical here that they tell the truth. Some people actually did die because they didn't tell the truth here. So that's a really, really critical process. Now, the assistant is actually prepping the patients. So once they're ready, now they go back to the village to actually start the process. So now they actually go back to the family can actually assist that particular process. They can now take the Iboga because they're ready. Okay, so because Iboga is a really, really strong psychoactive agent, so the Ganga really has to help them and guide them through the journey. Because if you don't have a good guidance, you can also die here. So now it's like a coma state, but they can still feel everything that's happening around them. I can actually talk to them and guide them through their journey. So Nganga actually has to talk to them, to ask them what they're experiencing. So Nganga is actually telling them, asking them, my son, what are you experiencing? What do you see? Because he has to go to the origin of his sickness, and in that particular journey is going to be able to see that in a particular form, either a cat, a rat, or even like a flame, and there is going to be able to cure itself and then come back. Okay, so the doctor is just asking them what's going on, what are you experiencing, and so on. Okay, so now the first one was you. Okay, the second one actually, for some reason, didn't wake up. So this might be due to the fact that he was probably lying during the confession process. So now the Ganga actually has to take the Iboga himself and go to the stage with him and actually bring him back. Because of his lie, he cannot come back by himself. So he needs somebody to help him come back. So there is a lot of crying involved because you never know, he might just die because of his lie. But if the Nana is good enough, so yeah, thank you. They're both cured, the party can start.
Fayetteville in Gabon. I mean, a lot of people go through this, sometimes to go from boy to manhood or to cure diseases, as Rick was telling you. So a lot of people grow from this spiritually, and it's also used, Iboga is a psychedelic drug, also used in the treatment of addiction. So you should look it up and get more info. Thank you.
Thank you.
They're gonna dance right now.
We can't see your faces, so we assume you're enjoying yourself, yes?
If you can see us, that's fine. Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right, you're fine.
Okay, well, what's so exciting about tonight is we get to share this culture with so many other cultures. And along with that theme, our next performance does just that. Afrika Ya is a group of performers from West Africa, Fayetteville, and Eureka Springs. They meet every Thursday. 6 o'clock, you can go to Washington Elementary School. There's a gym over there. You just go in and you can do drumming at 6 and then dancing at 7. And it's just a group of Africans and Fayettevilleans and so many different people coming together to carry on West African dances and music. So if that interests you, talk to Afrika Ya after their performance.
Yeah, Africa is a group that is here in Fayetteville, and they basically perform a lot of African rhythm on the basis of the drumming, only drumming. And you guys will definitely agree with me at the end that they are wonderful. I love this group. This is one of the groups that I really fell in love with when I came here to Fayetteville. And before they take over, I would like for those in the back to, be quiet a little bit, please, so we can enjoy the drum. Everything is up here. All right, thank you. And Afrika, are you guys ready? Where you guys at? Somewhere.